Please watch this video until the end, you will not regret it. Hello there, Commonwealth Realm here. I would like to ask, is the sky enough of an expansion in Breath of the Wild 2? Or does it have to appear in the form of the teased by Princess Zelda in this Breath of the Wild memory, Spirit Realm?
Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me.
These are questions worth asking, since The Legend of Zelda's greatest appeal is, as Breath of the Wild so clearly demonstrated, discovering new areas in multiple different ways. Hence why the new underground and sky have been the focus in the 2 teaser trailers we've had so far. And since you're all awesome fans, or could easily be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the realm if you haven't already, and press the notification bell with all notifications on to help us towards 300,000 subscribers. The sky in the sequel is so appealing, but should it be, since this territory will no doubt, just like the underground, be limited by its nature. Floating islands that are well limited in the scope and size, since the map size of Hyrule hasn't really changed, meaning that the new sky area with its detached islands will likely be considerably smaller than the map below, unless it has multiple layers. Many theories have been going around regarding the Sky Islands, that they are from a distant past civilization which still hangs on up there, or is it a spirit realm where we will meet the spirits of everyone who passed away 100 years ago and possibly all the way back to the distant past, meaning that it could be a potentially far more populated area which is protected like no other place by Sky Guardians, or whatever these machines will be called. Perhaps angels, who are in the sky after all. The point is that having a completely deserted sky with only a few machines without any spirits isn't exactly an upgrade, since one of the best things about new Zelda games beside new dungeons and bosses are new settlements and characters, even if they are no longer alive. After all, that didn't prevent King Rome from having his own house and doing work in the form of the Old Man. People will get to know and work with, and the deeper they are with more secrets and mysteries, the better. After all, what do we really want in Zelda apart from mastering the craft of being a hero? We want to become attached to a living, breathing world with characters that we care about and want to protect. And where are good-hearted spirits supposed to go up? To the sky heavens, or as Princess Zelda referenced it, the spirit realm, which she, with her fully awakened powers, might hear voices from. And one of these spirits will be the hand that used to be attached to Ganondorf, but is now a part of Link's hand. You see, the color green in Breath of the Wild is reserved for spirits, life, and everything that owes its origin to Farore, the goddess of courage, all living beings, and spirits in the afterlife. A goddess who, through Farish the spirit dragon, was crucial to the organic way of life of the distant past Faran warriors, the Zonai barbarians. And what remains of them? Maybe a few individuals in Lorelin, ruins scattered across Hyrule, but otherwise most likely spirits, and in particular when we take into consideration the luminous spiritual stones that were also present in the E3 2019 Breath of the Wild 2 reveal trailer. Spirits are clearly the theme of the sequel, from the lotus flower being seen across the sequel sky scenes as pointed out by Monster Maze, symbolizing that this dimension is not just any territory, but the possible domain of the spirits, and where Link as a still living being is an intruder, just like he was in the silent, or actually more specifically, spirit realms of Skyward Sword. I thought extensively about this when I didn't sleep on a recent flight. Here, thousands of feet above the ground, I came to the following realization. The Zelda team will likely not limit the sky to solely be this game's equivalent of Breath of the Wild's underground Sheikah shrines and ultimately somewhat underwhelming divine beasts, aka trial locations to demonstrate Link's worth again, but this time to the faction of courage instead of wisdom. Even if these dungeons are better than anything else in the series, and the same goes with the path leading up to them, then it would not be as good as a living, breathing spirit realm, a dimension where the lost souls that we were denied to meet due to the calamity 100 years ago are well into their afterlife and ready to support Link in his quest to bring down the one who took their life on the surface so brutally away, Ganondorf. Characters and even brothers in arms from Hyrule Castle and town that Link may have known in the past but forgot due to his memory loss, and who we as the player will meet for the first time as they were not present in any of Breath of the Wild's memories. So what do we need in the sky? More NPCs and characters like the Old Man, King Rome in Breath of the Wild, who are spirits but still capable of talking and following you around. Just think of it, plenty of new NPCs, but in the form of spirits in the spirit realm, and which we'll get up to from the locations that were in ruins in Breath of the Wild, where most of these NPCs tragically lost their lives. Just imagine if the puddles leading up to the Sky and Breath of the Wild sequel are located in places where many souls were lost during the hours of the Great Calamity. Hyrule Castle Town, Mabe Village, Hyrule Garrison, Grey Plateau Ruins, Rauru Settlement Ruins, Tabanta Village, Deya Village, Kaponga Village, Akala Citadel, even the lost souls of Fort Ateno. All locations that had only Koroks to offer in Breath of the Wild, and obviously the Sheikah Tower at the Garrison and Citadel, but other than that, were just grim reminders of the tragedy that day. Now in the sequel, they might become key gateways to where these lost Hylian souls went after the Guardians controlled by Ganondorf had dealt with them. The Spirit Realm, teased by Princess Zelda. That is in my opinion the true potential of the Sky. Learning to know the home of the spirits, including the 3 spiritual dragons, and interacting with them as you would have done if Hyrule Castle Town and the other settlements of central Hyrule didn't look like this. The same goes for the Zone A ruins, which served as shrine quests, but need new purpose in this sequel. Perhaps a special puddles located near the Spring of Courage, on Thundra Plateau and within Typhlo ruins, which will lead us to the spirits of the much older Zonai unless they are underground. That is clearly also a possibility. As such, the Sky or Spirit Realm could be so much more than the surface beneath it, as the number of NPCs there are limited due to the Great Calamity 100 years ago, which we all know did this to the population density of Hyrule. Well, that and Ganondorf's return to power with advanced enemies that at last combined forces instead of just throwing one another at Link. Up in the Spirit Realm, however, security is top and ready to destroy any intruders, including Link, who will not have an easy path to any of the potential settlements if there are any up there. Mostly since it is a likely spiritual hand that grants him access, where the rest of his body does not belong up here. The underground, on the other hand, appears to be Zelda's domain, if she isn't stored in a cage or crystal by Ganondorf in that castle. But the underground world remains for now, apart from finding our way out of it, speculation and a massive mystery. The Sky, however, is reality, at least in one form or another, even if a Spirit Realm twist is attached. Thus, the Sky is more important than anything else in this game minus Hyrule Castle, until it is proven otherwise. So now imagine that this divine land of possible spirits is the area of importance, when our time here is limited, so we can only explore sections of it at least at first, thus forcing us time and time again to return back to the demon-infested surface to locate new puddles in the ruined settlements after defeating the surrounding demons, and get to new sections of the Spirit Realm, hence forcing us to rediscover the existing provinces of Hyrule, and in particular Central Hyrule, in order to chart new islands of the Sky, along with new tasks and challenges down here, plus potential underground action with Zelda. And with this, I believe we have the perfect recipe for this sequel, removing barriers and enriching every surface of it. This would explain the over 5-year-long wait for an assets reusing sequel, as every part of our experience in 2017 is not only being combined, but enhanced and expanded. Curiosity and surprises, as the outcome of this curiosity is what made Breath of the Wild into the Game of the Year of 2017. This sequel has the true potential, with a heavily inhabited Spirit Realm, to be a proper endless experience, as here we could potentially even see prior Links, Zeldas, Impas, and so many other characters that could serve so many different purposes, meeting the mortal beings in the afterlife and learning from them everything we need to bring down the one individual who ruined their home, Hyrule, turning this concept out into reality and adding meaning to all the amiibo tunics and most of all, caps, since all of the heroes could be up there in the form of spirits and just waiting for us to come so that they can prepare us for the ultimate battle to come against Ganondorf. Now, just like Link needs help in his upcoming battle, I need the help of one or two of you with 2 things in regards to future Zelda videos. The first is that we're looking for an American male with a solid voice to join the realm to voice in Zelda videos. Yes, just like this one. And the second is a skilled, dedicated Zelda editor. So if you feel like a hero called to one or both of these positions, then be sure to send me an email to commonwealthrealm@gmail.com with your recording of the outro after this message. Obviously not needed if you only apply for the Zelda editing position. And that is my theory on the possible Spirit Realm in Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. An opportunity that cannot be wasted, as it holds unimaginable potential. Since believe it or not, throughout this video we have barely scratched the surface what this realm could offer. So be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos like this one, and press the notification bell and again for all notifications to not miss any of these videos. Plus absolutely share your Sky Realm or Spirit Realm ideas in the comments, and likely we'll make videos where your best ideas are shouted out and brought to life. And if you just want to support future Zelda productions, then you can always press the join button here on YouTube or go to patreon.com/commonrealm and become a patron so that YouTube doesn't take away much of your contribution, and become just like our royal producer Charles Shush. That is all, and as always, please enjoy one or both of these two awesome videos.